So I'm back with a completed, well, not really completed copper factory. I've got a copper factory that's only making these copper sheets at the moment at about 120, I think. Yeah, so we've got 60 per minute, and the other machines are going to bring more up here. I'm going to build another 60. Right, so we have another setup. We're going to drop them into the same area. All we gotta do is bring a conveyor down. I just realised I've run out of iron rods. So you can kind of see my iron factory, the old one, still trundling away. This will be one of the next areas that I'll have torn down and rebuilt in this sort of style. Alright, so all of my constructors now should be feeding through and making more copper sheeting. Which will go out here. It should all go straight down into here. So it should be making 120 copper sheets per minute. I'll kind of take a step back. You see the factory. Not fully finished, but design wise a bit better than what was there, which was just a couple of machines on top of platforms. Another change I made was the train here. So I've actually put this train on a loop, so it can now turn around. So my next mission or task is to build a computer component factory that will eventually lead to computers being built. So I need AI limiters and circuits, both of which are made using the copper sheeting and rubber or plastic. You just have to decide where to do it. I mean, logically it would make most sense to do it near the fuel station, because that's where the rubber and the plastic's made. And I can just ship the copper up and down using the train. Oh, I forgot. I also put a junction here. This is going to send me all the way back. We actually don't want to be going that way, so we can change the direction. We want to be going this way. There we go. Now I know there is another oil field down there. And I should probably put a refinery down here, because I think this is like a good one as well. This is normal. So it might be worthwhile bringing the train down here. Let me see if I can get the tracks down. Right, so if I put down some pillars, I think this could be the way forward, using these pillars. Although that looks like it's probably going to be too small. Really, I'll just hover over here. And then it should... oh my god, that's a roller coaster, not a railway. Alright, so we got this pillar just sort of peeking out the side. This is way more complicated than I had actually had it imagined in my head. And we could potentially loop through here. Yeah, I'm out of steel beams, so I'm going to have to head back and get some more. But essentially what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a railway system. This is going to loop all the way around, go through those mountains and head back and connect with the track. I'll build a little oil refinery down here that should produce rubber and plastic, even although I already am. But for now, we're reversing to brake nice and early. Almost. Hopefully I got some steel in here. Plenty of that. I need to check through here just to make sure this is where it goes, because I have no idea. Yeah, it is. So I could run it this way. So I just need to put down some beams in different areas like that. That's me pretty much laid the track. I just need to figure a way out to get it connect, which is going to be a bit more difficult than I thought, I think. I could be wrong, but let's see, that's too sharp of an angle. I'm going to take these off. Maybe I'll have to relay these. That seems okay though. It's not bad. What I want to do is bring it down a couple of notches at a time. Not go too crazy. This is turning into something that I didn't expect. I was only going to be laying a track. I didn't realise it was going to be such a pain in my ass. Right, so this should connect them now. I think that's less bumpy than it was. And I'm hoping it means I can also connect this up a bit. I do not know. There we go. It's a bit dodgy actually. I wonder if I should bring that up a little bit. There we are. Right, just need to find a train. So there's going to be some collisions. Not a huge amount, no. Some of this track will get torn down because I'll be putting a train station in. But at the moment, it'll fly around here. There we are. I think it travels very well. There we are, and that brings us back to this factory. Oh shit. So I'm going to head back. Now I've tested that out, I'm going to head back to where the oil field is and place down that other refinery and start working on the computer component factory. Okay, so these are the two electronics I need. The circuit board, that's plastic and copper sheeting. I'm definitely making enough copper sheeting now. I need 30 plastic per minute. I am not generating that. No, I am. I'm making 40 per minute. I'm only storing it at 10 per minute. Right, so what about AI limiters? What's that need? Oh, it needs quick wire. Right. I thought that needed copper sheet and rubber, but it doesn't. Well, it's not an issue because I am making quick wire. Excuse me. Ugh, I'm tired. I'm such a dumbass. Right, well, what I'll do is I'll jump on the train and I'll build the factory near my Caterium ore factory because that's where the quick wire is made. So I think what's going to happen is this train track is going to have to get torn down. I mean, it's not a good train track anyway, it's all over the place. But that's where we make the quick wire. It's kind of weird not using the Explorer to get about now actually. I don't even know where it is. I'll be glad when I can tear down these ugly ass roads. Right, so here we are at the Caterium factory, and up here I believe we're making quick wire. We're making quite a lot of quick wire. So that's making, what, 15, 30, oh, excuse me, 30, 60, 75. So I'm making 75 per minute of Caterium ingots. I'm only using 12 per minute, which creates 60 per minute on quick wire. Now, that's fine because the AI limiters were only, well, they're 100 per minute. So this has definitely got room for expansion. I think I'll actually turn it into concrete because that looks ugly. Right, so I wonder if it's worthwhile putting a little, like a gate. It'll look a little bit better. I think it's probably worthwhile putting some windows here actually as well. Right, so it's worthwhile maximising how much quick wire I can make. But to do that, I'm going to have to burn what's in there. Right, so while that burns away, I'll start building the next part of the factory. I'm wondering if I should do it on this side. It could make sense. I won't need a huge amount of room, so, but at the same time, nah, because it'd be better to have deliveries on the other side. So I can do that and get rid of this, and then just post like a little bridge across here. Realistically, I should actually be putting asphalt down. I think it's better as a foundation. We'll put a glass down. There we go. I can kind of look down now. It's pretty cool. I like it. Just have little barriers. Which takes us into this area. So this top part will be for the AI limiters, I think. And then we'll do the bottom part, which will be for circuits. So we need an assembler. If I have one of them going in here, we're probably going to have to get rid of this wall. Jesus, that's going to take forever. So this will be AI limiters. And we can definitely have a couple of these. I think 3 should be enough. So we'll put a conveyor hole. I think, is it there? Yeah, there we go. Right, so if we put 3 of them in. Now these 3 will be bringing in the copper. I'm not even sure what we use AI limiters for, to be honest. May as well make them. So we're going to need 300 quick wire a minute. We just need to figure out how to make 300 per minute. Shouldn't be an issue, since we've got freaking tons. Let me just deposit what I've got in here. I appear to have got stuck. Right, so I can actually set these to create quick wire at 50 per minute. Don't know if that's any point in that though. Let me just double check. Right, so we're getting 15 per minute coming out. 38, 60, so we've got 75. Right, so what is 75 divided by 12? 6.25. Okay, so 75 divided by 10? 7.5. So I'm probably better just leaving it. Definitely not going to have enough room to do the constructors in here. Because I'm going to need 6, was it? Let's see what they put in. 75. Alright, 75 per minute. So you divide that by 12 per minute, and that's 6.25. So that's fine. We can have one run slightly slower. Right, well, there's not much I can do while that works. Alright, fast forward a couple of days, and I've built up more of the copper factory. Just over here, we still have, you see the railway, and that's making all of the copper sheet. This whole building's dedicated to copper sheeting. So that means I still had to make wire and cable, and I've got one copper node over here that's going to be dedicated to doing both of those. So in here we'll have the cable. I think that'll be getting 60 cable per minute. And so we get 120 wire per minute. So I might change that at some point. If depends what I need more of. I can always modify that to create more cable, and change that up to 90 per minute. So yeah, cable, wire, and you can see these conveyor belts go into these 4 constructors, creating all the wire coming in, and they go into the 2 constructors there, and then the 4 constructors there, because these are creating wire and then cable, and then it goes over there. And behind that, that's just a craft bench. You can see my smelters, and the smelters are all joined into the node, which is way back here, sitting in this glass encased room, quite a distance away. But I wanted this to be sort of over the water. I didn't want to intrude with the landscape, so I put up steel frames and just built it on top of them. So now I just need to put like a roof in and the walls up, and then figure out what I'm doing with these. And also, importantly, I'll be putting down a train station around about here. I just haven't figured out where. I think I do have enough to lay out train station. I need cable and reinforced beams, but that's okay. Because I was having issues. I thought if I had a train station, I could just keep looping the train backwards and forwards automatically, but if you've only got one train station, it seems to just stop and then never move again. So I think you need at least 2 train stations. So yeah, I'm just going to fire walls and that up in here, connect all the electricity, which could be the next thing that could be problematic, because I'm probably quite near to my electricity goal, or my upper limit, which is about 1800. Right, I'll crack on with this. I just need to grab some silica to make glass. Alright, back in the Explorer. I haven't been in this thing in a little while, but I don't really have any other way of getting up to that platform with the silica. This feels so slow now compared to the train. If I'm on here, I'm just going to jump out and check what my power drain is. Oh, so my consumption is pretty low right now, but my max consumption is quite high. And that will lead to problems in the future. So it's quite important to get the computer factory built up, because once I've got that, I can finish off the current tier that I'm on. And when I do that, I'll have access to a new type of power generation, energy generation, which I think uses the fuel that I generate. Let's have a look in here for a minute, see what's still needed. Yeah, so once I've built up the computer factory, I should be able to unlock all of these things pretty easily. Power switch, supercomputer, geothermal generator. So that's another way of generating energy, I would imagine. And a programmable splitter. I'm not even sure what that does. Right, I'll head back to the factory. Just guys seeing the the distance a little bit there, just behind those trees. That's where my computer factory is going to be built up. I've got the 3 constructors just sitting on top of it. They'll be used to make the AI limiters, I believe, and then underneath I'll have more to make these circuit boards. But that's only what going to be possible once I've got like enough cable and things coming out of factories, because I don't have any. I'm not making any cables right now. And I use quite a lot of cable. Okay, so I'm going to have to make a bunch of cable manually. This is all I've got left to make the cable as well, because it's going to be so important that I can get power running to this. The fuck? How did you get up here? I have no idea how these boys get about. Right, so I'm just going to make this flat sort of foundation on the top, but I'll still have a centerpiece of roofing, I think. Maybe just like a small incline. There we go, that's pretty cool. I like that. We'll hook these up to any corners we can find. Imperfect, but it's okay. Looks alright. I don't know how you even got up there. Okay, so these are all connected. These need to be connected to there. These all be connected. There's just these 2 over here that need to be done. There we go. And then that'll get just connected via a double... what do you call it? A double wall outlet. So we'll put that, shall we say, here. And then put another one over there. I don't even know if there's power lines near that, but let's cross fingers. Don't think that's too intrusive. Yeah, looks like we've got something here that we can use. Anyway, there we go. Let me just check the drain. So maximum consumption's 1480, so it's not actually went up that much. And here we go with all of the... so this should all split up. Go into these machines. And it looks like they're all working very well. They're all green. It'll take a little while for everything to feed through, but already I can see that I'm making pretty good rate of wow, yeah, look at the speed of these things. Be fantastic. Now I'm making plenty of cable, which is good because I need cable all the time. So that's that basically done. Let me just put some walls on the front of this. Right, just in time for sunset. So the next step is to put another train station down. I think the best way of doing that is extending this out. There we go. So we can load freight in here. Now, I have 2 train stations. So I'm hoping we can edit the timetable, save changes, and turn on the self-driving. Oh, almost the guy coming with me. But now I have the 2 train stations. I think it's definitely working, but it is obviously going the long way. It looks like it's just going to plough right through here. So manufactory next to Dogcraft, edit timetable, and then goes to manufactory. Much as I love driving the train, it's going to be cool having an automatic train that has, you can wait for the stops, just jump on it and it drives you to the next station. Right, so when that stops, we want to have there. So this should just fill up. Right, so that should be going on the train. Oh, there it is. Now the only issue we have is that's going to be just carrying them around with no purpose. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I've got these getting loaded and carried away. I just need to get to the computer factory. And once I've done that, I can then put the railway line up to that factory and have it drop off the supplies it needs. So I'm going to need another 2 train stations and another 2 freight stations. So let me kind of show you what I intend doing on the map. Unfortunately you can't see the railway, but here I am. Now the railway I'll have run, it'll come here, it'll pick up the copper sheeting, it'll take it to wherever the computer factory is here, drop them off. It'll then split the copper sheeting off into 2 lots going into the AI limiters and circuit boards. Then the train will head back over here, pick up the plastic, loop around, come back, drop off the plastic, and keep doing that. And then the quick wire is obviously already in there. Right, so I'm going to go back to the computer factory and start working on that again. Shouldn't take long to finish it up. I can see it from here actually.